Welcome to the march. Pick a card. Reading. Pick a card. Reading. Pile number 1. Your Marvel superhero is Blade. Pile number 2. Your superhero is Nightcrawler. Pile number 3. Your superhero is Nebula. And I don't know if you can see this, but there is a tiny fruit fly sitting on Nebula in the top left corner. If this means anything to you, then maybe it's an extra sign that this is your card. I'm going to try and lift the card and see if it stays put so I can show you. Did you see it fly off there? Anywho, I hope you saw that. See you at your pile. Welcome to your March Pick a Card tarot reading ASMR style. You chose Blade as your superhero from Marvel. I've pulled all the cards for you. From the Harry Potter deck, you got Moody's trunk, which has 7 layers and is really deep. Then we go to Hey Hey from the Lorcana cards, which says sometimes our strengths lie beneath the surface, far beneath in some cases. From a major arcana deck, you got the Lovers. And from an association deck, you got this man in a wheelchair. He's been through a lot. He lost a part of his left leg, which is the feminine side. Maybe this means something to you. But he's been through a lot. He's smiling. Is he throwing his hands up in the air because, oh my god, I've won? Or is he throwing his hands up in the air like, oh my gosh, I lost? Let's read your archetype card. You got the Mountain. Let's put it here for now. The Mountain, the Ascend, the Peak, the Insurmountable. The Mountain stands eternally in our awareness, calling us forward toward its peak. It stirs up stoic and regal feelings, reminding us of the long line of spirits, sages, sadhus, and gods that made their humble thrones within its snowy peaks. Beware though, as the mountain can affect us in 2 ways. It can inspire and enliven us to rise to new heights and peak experiences, also create isolation, competitiveness, and an inflated sense of self. Standing upon its heights can activate the purist and the perfectionist in us, creating separation from those we deem to be below. No matter how high you ascend, remember that it is within the core of the mountain that the gems, minerals, and the jewels reside. If you think it's all about going up, you're following the fool's path and missing the miner's magic. In light, grounded in the eternal, steadfast and uplifting, when dark, ominous, daunting, isolating, frigid. Contemplate Joseph Campbell's suggestion. You are the central mountain, and the central mountain is everywhere. You can research mountains and find one that strikes you and stare at it for a while. Where is it? The pilgrim may be awakening in you. The summit calls. Now we have a mountain, and we see someone inside. We have a trunk that can go very, very deep. We have hey saying sometimes our strengths lie beneath the surface. And we have this man who's been through a lot, who's either winning or losing at this moment, but throwing his hands up in the air. And we have the Lover's card. Right. Slowly but surely, a theme is emerging. I've pulled 3 rows for you. The first row is work-related. The second row is about love. And the third one is about spirituality. Let's see what's gonna go down in March. Alright. This is where you are now. It is the 4 of Swords reversed. To clarify it, I got the 9 of Cups and the Ace of Rods in reverse. And this is work. It feels like a 4 of Swords is normally relaxing and trying to figure out what to do next. It seems like you're done with that. 9 of Cups is about pleasure, abundance, filling your cups. It's almost 10. And then we have the Ace of Rods in reversed. You're done with waiting. You want your 9 of Cups. And yet, you don't have any offers, or maybe you're lacking a passionate idea, or let's continue and see if we can figure this out. This card what's coming towards you from the outside. It is the Seven of Cups, which is, in the Alice in Wonderland deck, it is someone who's painting the roses red on a tree that has white roses. In the Rider-Waite deck, it's someone who has sown all his pentacles and is just waiting for stuff to come in. So, and it's clarified by a Five of Wands and the Six of Swords on the side. Now, if this is like you've sown all the seeds, this is you're done defending yourself and you're done with competition, but yet you're not moving forward. Because this is moving forward, moving away from choppy waters to a calmer water, but you're not moving. So even though you're done with thinking about what to do next, or still you're clear on what you want, and it seems like you've sown the seeds, but there is no action, but there's also no competition. Let's see what the next pile says. This work-related card explains the advice that the universe wants to give you. The advice is the Three of Cups, collaboration. And it's clarified by the Nine of Swords. It seems you might have anxiety when it comes to working with other people, but still, the Knight of Swords is here. Forward movement, clarity, go. So, it seems even though you might be hesitant to work together with other people, that this might be the way to move forward. They might have a suggestion on how to get this plan moving forward. They might give you the enthusiasm. They might give you the inspiration and the courage to turn this upside down and move forward with passion and more self-belief. Now let's look at the outcome for your work in March. Queen of Cups. Now this queen is in touch with her emotions. She feels her way. Maybe that's a clue. Maybe don't think so much. What feels right? Follow your heart. The Queen of Cups is clarified by the Emperor and the King of Pentacles. Now the Emperor, that if you talk about powerful, boy, this is powerful. The Emperor is all the kings rolled into one. This dude is not afraid of everything, of anything. He's got it all. And the King of Pentacles, he's very structured. He's methodical. He's down to earth. He's grounded. And then you got the Ten of Cups. Like, hello. Sorry, I was about to cough and blow your eardrum, so I had to pause and start again. So, yeah, it seems like you've done all the work. You have an idea about where you want to go. You're done thinking it through. The card is in the reverse. You just gotta find people to connect with that you can bounce ideas off. Who, if you're, let's say you're a creative person, find other creatives and they might give you the self-confidence or this last bit of information that you needed, or maybe they can put a twist on the idea that you didn't come up with. But yeah, I think you just need to find some people to hang out with, to work together with, and the outcome for the month of March, work-wise, is freakishly awesome. So, yeah, you just need to find your peeps, basically. Bounce ideas off each other, get each other, give each other some energy, and you'll be right as rain. You've done all the thinking. This is thinking. This is done thinking. You want your 9 of Cups, and this is in the reverse. And this was like sort of a stalemate. You're done with competition. So maybe you changed jobs, or you started something new creative-wise, and you've thought it all out. You know where you want to go. You're done with maybe the old job where it was all about competing and not about the joy of creating or something like that. But if you find the right people, you'll stop. You'll be able to stop the anxiety that this environment gave you, the competition, and you'll move forward with clarity and swift. You'll move forward swiftly with clarity, and this will go upright, and this will go upright too. So, yeah, find your peeps, do your thing, because you are gonna be right as rain. Now, let's go to the love section, and remember, you had the Lover's card. So, where you are now is the Death card, which can be a bit intimidating to get that card, but basically what it means is transformation. It's explained, clarified by 2 of Pentacles, which is kind of like, do I do this? Do I do that? I don't know. So, and then you have the Magician, which is the big kahuna when it comes to manifesting. He's got everything on his table. And so you're transforming maybe your idea of love, or Pentacles are about foundations, beliefs. So maybe you're transforming that, and you're manifesting a new way. And it seems logical because you had the Lover's card, so, and maybe it's difficult because all these other cards here are about You've been through a lot and you have to go deep. You have to climb the mountain. You have to go within. So, it seems clear to me that you've been through a lot. You know what this guy's been through. And, you're like, nope. We're gonna do this differently. What's coming towards you from the outside is a Knight of Cups. Yep, someone's coming towards you. It's clarified by the Seven of Swords reversed, which means deceit in the upright. So this dude is honest, he's a good guy, or girl, or whatever, you get the meaning, it's energy. And then it's clarified by the Ace of Swords. So this seems like the true Knight of Cups. Awesome. Now, what is the advice the universe says? Well, they say Page of Wands. A page is a kind of new way of, it's a young person, but if you look at it for you, it's a new way of being passionate. And underneath it, there is a Page of Swords. So, this transformation, this new structure or belief, you're manifesting because new passion, new way of thinking, awesomeness. Now, where is this going to lead? It feels kind of like a soap series. I want to know too, where is this going? Well, luckily there are no cliffhangers here. The outcome is the Four of Cups. In the upright, this squirrel is like, oh, poor me, my cups have fallen over. But he doesn't see that there is, not all of the cups are spilled. There is one cup that is completely new and awesome, but he's so, oh dear me, that he doesn't see it. But it's in the reverse. You are onto it. And then we have a Queen of Wands and a Queen of Cups in the reverse. So, now that is a bit of a doozy. I have to think about that for a moment. The Four of Cups is in the reverse. I feel like these queens, this is the Queen of Passion and this is a Queen of, like, intuition. They're in the reverse. I feel this is the old structure. You're not anymore like, unsure about what you want. You know what you want. You're very organized in your work too. You just need the final push. And it seems like here, let's see if we can clarify this. Now this is tricky because cards make a lot of noise, so I found one that is sticking out. Let's see what that is. A new opportunity. Yeah. And this is the new structure. That is awesome. So, the old way that you were in passion and in, let's say, your intuition, your own cup, it's gone. This like, oh poor me, not enoughness, or it's over. This isn't gonna happen anymore. because you've learned. You got a new offer from a new knight, and there's no deceit, it's truthful. So love looks good too. Now let's look at the spirituality for March. Where you are at this moment is a page of swords in reversed. It's clarified by the lovers in reversed, but we also have the Emperor. This feels logical because you're transforming. You just got out of thinking the bejesus out of everything. You've sown your seeds, you've done the works, and you're just in this, this dusk before dawn in a movie. Like, before this all the shit hit the fan, and then something new, a solution is coming, but it's not there yet. You're just before it, so you don't have all the information yet. You just moved your thinking around. You're just transforming your strategies and what you want in life. And you've gone deep, obviously. And so the Page of Swords, it's not in the upright yet, but it's not in the upright about love yet, but you're getting there. We've seen it in the last row. And remember the Emperor. Here's the Emperor of the Alice in Wonderland deck in work, in the outcome. And here the Emperor is in the spirituality. So maybe when you got one thing sorted and you feel confident about it, the rest will fall into place because the Emperor is a big kahuna. Now, what is coming towards you spiritually is the Four of Wands on the side. A Four of Wands is a commitment. So, is it a commitment to your faith, to what you believe in? It's clarified by the Magician on its side. So, it's not working. It's not working, but it's still in the middle. And clarifying it also is Four of Swords in the reverse. That's the same card as you had, as where you are right now in the work area. So, yeah, it seems you're sort of you're transforming. You're doing all the work. You're just before everything is gonna happen. It seems like March is gonna be a big month for you. The advice when it comes to spirituality is strength. And I clarified a lot. So, first I got the Seven of Pentacles. Remember me talking about that dude who's painting the roses red, who's sown all his seeds and is just waiting for stuff to happen? Well, this is the dude. So, it seems like in every aspect of your life, whether it's love, work, or spirituality, you're transforming. You've done all the work. You went deep. You went into the trunk as far away down as was possible, and you went up the freaking mountain. You went inside. You looked at what you want, what you don't want. You thought about not only the inside about spirituality, about love, but also about work, what makes me happy. I don't want to compete anymore. How can I change this? How can I get my Nine of Cups? How do I move forward with clarity? So here again, it's on its side. You're not yet painting the roses red, but you're also not doing it, refusing it, or you're in the middle. Then we got the Seven of Swords, which is sneaky behavior. It's transformed, and certain dreams turned out to be illusions, or certain dreams didn't happen. And the Nine of Wands, which is the wounded warrior, is on its side. It's not fighting. It's not giving up. It is like everything else. You just are. You're waiting maybe for the universe to show you what to do. Let's see what the outcome is. The outcome is the Two of Pentacles. It's clarified by the Ace of Pentacles and the Sun. This warms my heart. I'm so happy for you. The Two of Pentacles. We've seen it before. Let's find him. I think it was here. So in love, you were like, I'm transforming what my beliefs are, my structure. This dude is still a bit juggling, but you're manifesting. And here it is in love. The love for God, the universe, the God in you, the all, whatever you want to call it, your spirituality. The outcome is you stop juggling. The Ace of Pentacles, you choose one, or one shows up for you. You learn something, or you finally get it, and you get the Sun card. The Sun is basically, in many religions, it's God depicted as the Sun. You're joyful, you're new like a child, you're moving forward on a horse. By the way, it's Year of the Fire Horse, just saying. And the sunflowers are blooming, and this, for spirituality or any other section in your life, is the most amazing card to have. So, yeah, that is your March reading. If you chose the Nightcrawler as your Marvel superhero, then welcome to your reading. I've already picked all of your cards. We're going to start on the left, and then we're gonna go into the tarot. From the Harry Potter deck, you got the chocolate frog. The frog has jumped from the package and is going to jump out the window. So, is this a missed opportunity? A sweet treat lost? We got, from the Disney Lorcana cards, we got Pascal. And on it says, a true friend is always there for you, whether you can see them or not. Has someone not been there for you? Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Nightcrawler, then these are your cards for March. From the Harry Potter deck, you have the chocolate frog. The frog has just leaped from the packaging and is about to go out the window. Are you going to miss out on something? Let's see. From the Lorcana Disney cards, you have Pascal. On it says, a true friend is always there for you, whether you can see them or not. Has someone not been there for you? Pascal is also very good with camouflage. We've got camouflage here on this association card, where people from the army are attacking, moving forward, protected. It's very strange that you first have a card that's associated with argument, war, and then you were the only one from the 3 piles who got a second card, and this is people dancing. There's a microphone stand here, so there's music and singing, which I associate with positive vibration, and there is light, and the light says free. So, did you go through a time where there was nothing sweet, where you kept missing out on things, where nobody was there for you? Are you longing for lightness and joy and love and good vibes and freedom? From the Major Arcana deck, you had the Strength card. The Strength is all about courage. From a situation, do you want your freedom? From the Wild Unknown archetype deck, you got Kairos. Let me read the card to you. It's all about mythic time and synchronicity. We've all had the experience of timelessness, of life beyond the ticking of the clock. It may be felt as time standing still, slow motion, or losing track of time on a walk, or in a lovely conversation. This is known as mythic time, and it's the territory of Kairos. You know, this eye could resemble the eye of Pascal. The skin is scaly. Interesting. Lizard-like. This card suggests there is a secondary time continuum that goes goes beyond any earthly clocks and schedules. Within this non-linear realm, we access divine timing. A single moment ripens with auspiciousness, and our actions change the trajectory of our whole life. Time becomes a living thing that watches over us and tells us precisely when to speak or act. When this card appears, it's all about patience and precision. No clock can guide you. Wait for the rush of inner knowing, and not a moment longer. When in light, it's alignment, ease in decisions and actions. When dark, it's fighting against time. Compare the Greek words chronos and kairos. This will guide you to an understanding of logos and mythos. The word evil comes from the root unripe. Consider that everything has a time of ripeness when it becomes a nourishing fruit, sweet to the lips. Wow, very interesting. Well, let's dive into your tarot cards. The first department is work. So let's see where you are in work. We have a Five of Cups in reverse and a Page of Wands. A Five of Cups is normally a place where you're only looking at what went wrong, and you're not seeing the opportunities. But this has ended. You're a Page of Wands. You got a passionate idea. You're fired up about something, and you want to start something new. What's coming towards you is Temperance in the reverse, which is a self-healing, a realignment in this case, I think. And a Nine of Wands upright. This is the wounded warrior who's fought so many battles but is still standing. But you're done doing battle. You're realigning. And this old structure, this basis, is gonna be transformed. Wonderful. Now, let's see the advice. The advice is Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is dishonesty and greed. Now you wonder, why is this the advice? Well, because the universe wants you to work on the Ace of Cups. This is working diligently towards something. And the Ace of Cups is here, but it's not upright yet. It's not downward. It's halfway there, and you have to keep working at it. Let's look at the outcome. The outcome is the Knight of Pentacles. Now, a Knight of Pentacles is patience. You're done being patient. And this Five of Swords, which is disagreement, defeat, you're transforming it. You're ending being shackled to it. So this is awesome. Now, let's look at your love life. Now, if you're not interested in a relationship, it might be a different kind of love. A love in a friendship, or in the family, or with yourself. Let's see. Right now, you are in justice mode. You're strong and honest. You defend what's right. You're in fairness. So that's positive, it seems. What's coming towards you is the Five of Wands, but it's in the reverse. The wands are about our spirit, and a five is about conflict in this case. And so you want justice, you want conflict to end, and there is a card behind. The moon card, upright, is usually something that you don't see coming. But when it's reversed, it can be confusion, fear, deception. So, you're very decisive, excuse me, about what you want. You want the deception and unfairness, the confusion and fear and distress to stop. The advice is the Four of Cups, the Six of Wands, Ace of Wands reversed, and the Three of Swords reversed. The Four of Cups is a stubbornness, apathy, not seeing what you have and only looking at what you lost, what's not working. But there is a victory card, a Six of Wands behind it explaining it. So you'll overcome this. And even though this passion, this love is ending, the heartache is ending too. And where is it going? It's going to a tower moment, a change, a major upheaval. And this lightning, it can be an idea. What's clarifying it is the Two of Cups. So it feels like if this is a relationship, it's going to change. And if I have to guess, I think it's going to end. I'm sorry I have to say this, but you're very strong. You know what's right. You have a crown on your head. It makes me think about And it's a golden crown. Gold always reminds me of God, of sunlight, of enlightenment. And you have a sword, which reminds me of the Ace of Swords, which is truth, clarity, making a just decision. So, it's not nice what has happened to you. All this argument. And not feeling supported. But you are strong. And I actually don't know anything about this superhero. But by the word Nightcrawler, it seems to me that he knows about darkness. There is light in the darkness here, and joy and happiness. Even though this that once seemed wonderful might be over, you can make it through. It might be very tough, but you can do it. Let's look at your spirituality line and what's going on here. Where you are right now is a Queen of Pentacles. And behind it is the Knight of Cups, but it's in reverse. The Queen of Pentacles is someone who's very nurturing towards others. You're very patient and grounded, and you can serve what you have. I wonder about this Knight of Cups. Is it about somebody else? Not wanting to invest anymore in someone else? Let's look at what's coming towards you in spirituality. The Six of Swords is moving forward. And it seems you're moving forward away from indecision. So clarity. That's awesome. The advice is a reverse magician and a Four of Swords. A reverse magician can be untapped talents. A Four of Swords is healing, taking time out, meditating, going into nature, contemplating, listening for the voice of the universe for guidance. Let's see what the outcome is. A Two of Swords reversed. So here, you're moving away from the Two of Swords, which is still upright, you're still indecisive, and you're moving away from it. And here, you've done it. When you're moving away from indecision, it means you've made a decision. Now what is this decision about? There is the Three of Wands, and again, the Six of Swords. The Three of Wands is waiting for your ships to come in. You've done waiting. So it seems to me like you're about to take action. Excuse me. The Six of Swords is moving forward, but it's in reverse, so it's more about being stuck in the past. So it seems like you've made a decision. You're done waiting. You're done with the past. And just to clarify that even more, I took the two cards that were on the bottom of the deck because usually that shows what we cannot see. And what we got was the Strength card and the High Priestess. Now, that is something. The Strength card, that is wonderful. It is courage, self-control. The High Priestess is about sacred knowledge, mystery, the subconscious, the intuition, trusting in the divine synchronicities. So even though you have some major challenges, there is a strength in you that we already see in the Justice, and was one of the first cards that came out for you. And any indecision is you're gonna find your footing, your truth. And it seems that the biggest challenges are in work and in love. But clarity is coming, and everything is going to change. I hope this was helpful to you, and I wish you all the best. Bye. Pile number 2. Hello. You chose Nebula. I've laid all the cards out for you. From the Harry Potter deck, you have the Room of Requirement, which has everything you need. From the Lorcana cards, you had Flounder, Prince Eric, and Aurora. Flounder says excitement, adventure, danger lurking around every corner. Arg. Prince Eric says, I lost her once, I am not gonna lose her again. And Aurora says, as the princess slumbered, her power awoke. Oh, that's what that is. Okay, let's try that again. you chose. Hello there. You chose Nebula. I've laid all the cards out for you. Let's go through them and start on this side. From the Harry Potter deck, we have the Room of Requirement, where everything you need is waiting for you. From the Lorcana cards from Disney, you have Flounder, Prince Eric, and Aurora. Flounder has the sentence, excitement, adventure, danger lurking around every corner. Arg. And under Flounder it says voice of reason. You have Prince Eric, which is he is described as dashing and brave. And it says, I lost her once, I'm not gonna lose her again. Aurora is described as dreaming guardian here. And it says, as the princess slumbered, her power awoke. As an association card, we see people running. They're at the starter line. And from the Major Arcana deck, you have the Fool. Then, from the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck, you have the Fault Line. Let's read this fault line and see what it says. The fissure, the crack, the weak link. Imagine walking across a frozen lake that begins to crack before your eyes. No matter how optimistic and brave you might be, panic ensues. You become fearful and tense and long for stable ground. Such is the energy of the fault line. It's the energy of walking on eggshells, of precarious dynamics, of sensing what is ready to break open into chaos. It's likely this cracking open is overdue, as fault lines develop slowly and naturally from underlying elemental pressures. This card comes as a potent warning not to deny the shakiness that is afoot. It's much better to prepare yourself for change than to walk along the fault line, pretending all is well. There is no easy fix for the situation at hand. It will require a foundational shift that alters the current dynamics from the ground up. When in light, it's redefining reality and breaking open. When in dark, it's precariousness, pretending, and delusion. In Japanese kintsugi pottery, gold is used to mend cracks. Breaks are thought of as precious rather than something to be hidden. it's possible that something a loved one said causes a crack in your relationship that has never been mended. Revisit it. The time to heal is nigh. Okay. Let's look at the tarot cards. I've divided them into 3 sections. The first line is your work environment. The second line is your love life. And the third line is your spirituality. Let's see. Where are you now when it comes to your work life? We see the Star card. The Star card can be about healing, or the stars aligning, your hopes and dreams. Underneath it is the Queen of Pentacles reversed, and the 4 of Swords on the side. The Queen of Pentacles, when it's upright, there is a solid structure, a foundation, a knowing what you're doing. But here it's in reverse. The 4 of Swords is someone who is resting, who's trying to figure out what to do. So maybe that's why the Queen is in the reverse, because you're still figuring things out. Let's look what's coming towards you. What's coming towards you is the 3 of Cups, which is coming together with people celebrating. It's clarified by the Strength card, the 4 of Wands, and the Tower. A 4 of Wands is a commitment. A Tower is a change, an upheaval, an insight. It's also, you see in other cards, like a tower being hit by lightning. So it's an idea, so this celebration seems to be about you finding your strength, committing to an idea you possibly have related to your hopes and dreams. The third row is, let me think. I've had a tea break after pile 1, and now I have to get into it again. The third row, is the advice. The advice is the Magician. You are a manifester. You have all the tools you need to manifest what you want. And right now, the 9 of Cups is in reverse. Maybe this means that what you used to want isn't what you want now. But there is a Knight of Cups, and I believe this is you. You have a new cup. This is the hopes and dreams. And you're moving forward with it. And this new idea that you have, this new hope, this new dream, this sword, you are a page and you're moving forward with it. And you're gonna manifest something now. let's look at the outcome. You have the Judgment, the Empress, and the Hermit. The last two are clarifying cards. The Judgment, when it's upright, it's an awakening, an inner calling, an evaluation. When it's in reverse, it's like ignoring the call, an inner critic or self-doubt. But it's clarified by the Empress and the Hermit. The Empress is someone who is very maternal, very nurturing, and the Hermit is someone who is guided by his light. So it seems like you're healing this inner critic, or maybe what other people, how they leaned on you and possibly used you to do their work or their criticism. And everything says you're turning towards yourself, towards your dreams, towards nurturing yourself, manifesting, committing to something new, a new idea, a new passion. You're moving forward, and all you want to do is fill your own cup instead of working to help others fill theirs. So I think that is wonderful. Now let's look at the second row, which is about love. Where are you now? The first card is the Six of Swords in reversed. The Six of Swords is normally about moving forward, going from choppy waters to calmer waters. It can be travel also. And swords are the minds. So your mind is becoming more clear, but it's in the reversed, and it's clarified by the High Priestess on the side and the Moon reversed, and then a King of Cups. So you're in choppy waters. You're possibly stuck, not knowing how to move forward. And the High Priestess, which is someone who is very good at seeing what is reflected around her and by the 3D, let's say, and interpreting it. And she's very balanced. She's sitting between pawns. One is white and one is black, being the feminine and the male. And she's very intuitive, but she's on her side, so she hasn't gone upright yet and isn't working intuitively, but she's also not intuitive. She sort of hasn't decided where to go yet. reversed is about. It can be deception, distress. It can be things that you're holding yourself back with, that you're trying to figure out. You're kind of confused. But then there is a King of Cups. Normally also a moon card is what you don't see coming. So is there a King of Cups coming towards you, offering you a cup? Of course, if you're not looking for love, this can also just be about love for yourself. What is coming towards you? A Fool in reversed, which is explained by the Devil card and the Death card in reverse. Let's see what that's about. A Fool is moving forward, a new start. But this Fool isn't moving forward. So what does that mean? It can mean you're holding yourself back, or it's being reckless, taking a risk. The Devil can be temptation, discontent, being tied to a situation, helplessness. And the Death card, when it's reversed, it's resistant to change. So there is a kind of stuckness here, which makes sense because this says you're not moving forward. You don't perhaps know what to trust from inside of you, because your intuition it's not up and not down. Let's see what the advice is. The advice is temperance. Now, temperance is tranquility, moderation, and peace. And it's clarified by 3 of Swords in reversed, 2 of Cups in reversed, and a Queen of Chalices upright. This is heartache. 3 of Swords through a heart. And this is a 2 of Cups. It can be a relationship, but when you're not looking for love outside of yourself, this can be self-love, nurturing yourself. In whatever way this love is, the advice is to the heartache is over. This connection is over. You need to. The advice is to moderate, to balance, to maybe do what this guy is doing. Meditate. Go into nature. Sit on the Queen of Chalices is someone who is completely connected to her inner cup. She's the only one in the deck who has a lid on the cup, because she's not giving her energy away willy-nilly. She knows it's important stuff. Let's see what the outcome is. Look at that. An Ace of Cups, and it's clarified by the sun. And a King of Chalices, upside down. So maybe this is an old relationship that you're finally letting go of. Maybe you are finding your own Ace of Cups. Maybe you find it within yourself. Maybe this is the new start. You're letting go of something that you got stuck in, because this is definitely stuckness. And here you have heartache and the Two of Cups in reversed. It seems to me like you weren't very well treated, perhaps in a relationship, and you deserve this Ace of Cups, and I'm so glad it's showing up for you. And the Sun card, which is warmth and joy and optimism. So if there is not a new relationship coming, this is you finding your joy. You finding your passion, what fills your cup, and you're letting go. This King of Cups is going out the window. Let's look at the last line of your reading for March, which is all about spirituality. Where are you right now? Three of Swords. Your heart is hurting. It's clarified by the Queen of Swords. A Two of Cups on its side. But look, there's that Ace of Cups. So, and here is a Six of Cups, and then an Eight of Cups. Now, what does this all mean? This heartache that you're feeling or have felt, you're getting clarity on this. And the clarity is also about the Two of Cups, which makes sense. And here's the Ace of Cups. Awesome. A new Ace of Cups. And this has to do with the past. And you're walking away from it. Let's see what is coming to you on the spiritual level. Now all of these cards are on their sides. So it hasn't happened yet. It's not stopped yet, or how you want to describe it. It's all on the side. So the first card is the Four of Cups. In the upright, the squirrel it has a beautiful cup offered to it, but it's like, me. This card is clarified Eight of Pentacles on its side. The Eight of Pentacles is about being hard at work at getting somewhere. And then it's more clarified by the Justice, which is fairness, strength, honesty, defending what's right. And then we have a Nine of Swords, which is anxiety, sleepless nights. So, how does that work? Let's see. It's like it's coming from outside of you. So, this Ace of Cups and this Ace of Cups, you get offered it, and you walk away from the past, but maybe you're not quite so sure what to do with it. You're undecided. And if you haven't had very good experiences with love, whether it be self-love or love from the divine or love from a partner, then you might get feelings like, yeah, I've had this cup, a cup offered to me before. Maybe feelings come up that are too good to be true. And maybe you don't feel like doing all this work again for a relationship, and so you're kind of in a, I don't know, you maybe sitting under the tree again to figure it out. And so everything, even the anxiety is on its side. You're like, I don't even know if I should be scared or not scared, and everything is sort of like up in the air. The advice is the Strength card. Be courageous. Try having self-control, fortitude, and the Star is on its side. We started with the Star upright in work, and spiritually it's on the side, on the fence. Maybe we should ask for one more card to clarify that. That's a bit too much. Let's get one card that sticks out very well so we can recognize it. God, could you please explain, clarify the Strength and the Star card on the side, please? That wants to come out. Definitely. I should have kind of known that. A Two of Swords. This is really awesome. A Two of Swords like this. She's sitting there with a blindfold on, and she's stuck between like two thoughts. Should I do this? Should I do that? And she can't see what to do. But it's in the reversed. So it seems to me like, make a decision. Be strong. What do you What are you hoping for? What are your wishes? Go for it. Let's see what the outcome is. We have a Wheel of Fortune, which is a turning point. And there we have a Hermit and a High Priestess on the side. So, the turning point is that you will follow your light down the path. And the High Priestess that we've seen before is intuition. It's on the side. And in this case, I find that very interesting because it feels for some reason like it's balance. Now, upright, it's sacred knowledge, mystery, the subconscious. And when it's in reverse, it's disconnected from intuition and secretive and withdrawal. But it's neither. But the Hermit is in the upright. So, it seems to me like the spirituality aspect of your life in March will have kind of a rocky start and then a sort of, I don't know, but slowly you're turning things around, you're finding your strength, and then there is a change and you're following your light. And your intuition, it will come. It's not downward, it's halfway up there. So, that's wonderful. This card will find its way up because the Hermit is there. Wow. Lots of new, exciting energy. Some challenges. But from what I see, Ace of Cups, transformation, a magician. See, in your work, the Hermit is also there. I think the cards are right. You should focus on you. This is a month where it's all about you. And even though Flounder finds it a bit scary, maybe Prince Eric is you, dashing and brave, saying to yourself, I lost myself once, I'm not gonna lose myself again. And while you're relaxing and meditating and finding yourself, your power awakes, like waking up from a slumber, like Aurora. I hope this was helpful to you. This was your reading for March.